Hey everybody, welcome to the Calitraveler podcast show. I'm your host, Paul. Once again, welcome to the Calitraveler podcast show. I'm your host, Paul. Happy New Year, everybody. Just want to wish you all a happy 2021. We finally made it. 2020 is a thing of the past. We need to keep moving forward. With that being said, I hope that your New Year celebrations were safe. I hope that they were full of social distancing, virtual fireworks, which this New Year was perhaps probably the weirdest New Year ever because everything was virtual. Welcome to the future, huh? Well, with that being said, I want to thank you for all the love and support that you showed me as listeners of the Calitraveler podcast show in season 1. We are now listened to. World, thank you so much for your love and support, and let's keep the podcast growing. Introduce season 2 of the Calitraveler podcast. Season 1 of the Calitraveler podcast show was definitely a breakthrough in terms of my overall career as a student and career in the future of digital media broadcasting. This had been something that I had been wanting to do for the past few years, and then finally got that boost last year to make that podcast from a thought to a reality. In season 1, I learned a lot from you, my listeners, which I should learn even more from my listeners because the Calitraveler podcast show is listened to in over 8 countries. Let's keep growing this season and beyond. There's going to be a lot of changes within season 2 of the Calitraveler podcast show, and more or less a change with the structure of the show and what is to be discussed in it. As I had told you all, I have a YouTube channel that's dedicated to travel, but my podcast is still going to be free form, which means that I will talk about anything, I will interview anybody, because I believe that if you're going to have something like a podcast, you should be able to have more of an open mind on what you will discuss. This season, I have got loads of interviews, so we're going to have a lot of guest appearances in season 2 of the Calitraveler podcast show. Now, in fact, this week, the reason why episode 1 is a 2-part episode is because I'm going to be having an interview this week with a dear friend of mine from high school. His name is Tyler. Tyler, when we were in high school, used to make YouTube videos before YouTube went mainstream. And now he is a star on TikTok with over 10,000 subscribers. And he actually hit that landmark today, which I would like to say, yay! And he and I had talked on the phone. It'd been the first time in such a long time. Season 2 of the Calitraveler podcast show is going to be more interactive with you, the listeners. So if you're a streamer, if you're a YouTuber, if you're a TikTok star, if you're a musician, contact me on Calitraveler 93 Facebook page, contact me via YouTube, and I will get you a spot on the show. Because I would love to hear your story and how you got to where you are now. And the listeners would love to hear how you've gotten to where you are now. For me, I love doing podcasts. I love being interactive with my listeners. You guys have really helped change my life for the better. In fact, all of you that have given me suggestions, criticism, whether it be good or bad, have really helped me discover who I am as an individual. And that is what we're going to do in season 2 of the Calitraveler podcast show. I've discovered who I am. Now I'm going to discover who you are. Actually, we are going to discover who you are. Make 2021 a year of success, a year of good health, a year of joy, opportunity for all of us. So once again, I want to wish you all a happy, safe, healthy 2021. And this week, we will have an interview with TikTok star Tyler. Podcast can be heard weekly on my YouTube channel, so subscribe to Calitraveler 93, as well as liking my Facebook page, Calitraveler 93, and the podcast will be available on Spotify and other platforms.